coconut chicken really is a fantastic taste. But when you put them together in this incredibly simple recipe, I dare you to stop at just 1 or 2 bits. Now this truly is one of the simplest breading techniques for a chicken you're ever going to do. So to start off with, into a bowl, I'm going to place in half a cup of corn flour or cornstarch. Now you can use regular flour, but I prefer the cornstarch because it's just a thinner consistency. It gives more power to the other ingredients like the coconut that we'll be using. And then we're just going to season it with some salt, say about 1/4 teaspoon worth, and some pepper. And simply just mix it all in so it's combined. And for our other 2 ingredients, I'm going to use 3 eggs and some shredded coconut. Now there's 2 different types of coconut. There's shredded and there's desiccated. The shredded is a lot more, thicker, bigger. Desiccated is very thinly cut. But I like to use the shredded because it's going to give more of a crispy outer texture. So you can still use a desiccated if you like, but this one has a much better texture for this recipe. And of course with the eggs, we're just going to whisk them up, just like so, just so they're much easier to spread around our chicken. Okay, so it's very simple. I've got some chicken breast. Now you can use as much as you like or as little. It depends on how many people you're serving. So just cut it into some nice long strips. And with our strips cut up like so, we're just going to cut them diagonally as well. So they're sort of like nuggets, I guess you can call them, but not. Just so we have these bite-sized pieces. Okay, so we've got our chicken, we have our eggs, we have our cornstarch, and we have our coconut. And I've also got a baking tray that I've just given a quick grease with some cooking spray oil. Now you can deep fry these if you like, but I'm going for the healthier option of baking them. So if you want to deep fry them, everything I'm doing here is still exactly the same. You don't have to change any part of this recipe. But I'm just choosing the healthier option, and that's baking them. So we're going to start by grabbing our chicken, place it into our cornstarch. We're just going to cover it up like so. Then we're going to dip it into our egg mixture. Cover that up. And then cover it with our coconut. And we have our nice chicken piece right there. And just place it onto our baking tray. And just continue on until you've done all your chicken pieces. Okay, so now we're going to place these into a preheated oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius for about 25 minutes. But after the first 15 minutes, we're going to grab each one and just flip it over to the other side so we get all sides done perfectly. And then we place it back into the oven for another 10 minutes. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes and you can really start to smell that coconut. So we're just going to flip over each one of our pieces. And once done, just simply place them back into the oven for another 10 minutes and they should be done. But just to be on the safe side, make sure you cut one open to be sure. Now would you look at those delicious, crispy coconut chicken bites. And they were incredibly simple to make. Just a few ingredients, literally took me no more than 5 minutes to prepare from start to finish. You have that lovely moist chicken in the middle and that crunchy outer layer of coconut that is just crispy to the bite. And again, you can deep fry these for that extra crispiness if you choose, but baking them like this comes out just as good. And yeah, incredibly good. The smell alone is fantastic, but the taste of this chicken is even better. And that coconut really is crispy on the outside. So it's a different spin on coconut chicken, but trust me, it works. So you can have these as a side or a main meal, mixed with some vegetables. But either way, when you bite into one of these, you'll know it tastes simply delish.